best cure for the beast. Faster! Crikey! Faster! Broke formation. Ran. Barricade put up in the street. Fell on his face, struck in the back, tried to run.
What are our orders?
His body. Guillaume. In a hurry to get somewhere?
Very much so. Now be kind enough to step aside.
Chaos in the city. Know what's going on?
Naturally. It's rather irritating.
Bloodbath in the streets. That's irritating? I'd probably use a stronger term.
Well, you know, I'm getting on in years. Not easily impressed. Takes a bit more to get me worked up.
Yeah, I suppose empathy's not something I associate with vampires.
I suspected you would guess.
Wasn't hard. Not like you tried hard to hide it.
Should I have?
Well, I am a witcher.
And thus my foe?
That depends entirely on you. Need to, see you're on the scene. Convince him to stop Dettlaff. Heard you could help me with that.
My. It seems my dear Regis needs to be reprimanded. He's become rather indiscreet. And you, there are simpler ways to commit suicide. A number of bridges you could jump off, for instance.
Just want to talk to him.
Talk. Lovely. He'll rend your head from your neck, make shreds of you before you can open your mouth.
Let me worry about that. Willing to do it or not?
I, too, would prefer a city calmed, but to reveal so dear a secret to a witcher. Know what? Come with me. I must tend to a certain matter. Then we'll talk.
If I was talking to a human now, I'd say that every moment we delay brings another death. Thing is, doubt that moves you at all.
Frankly, not in the least.
Where are we going?
Not far. You see, I maintain a kind of shelter just outside Beauclair. An orphanage, to be precise. I've heard the birds whisper. They claim a terrible thing's happened there. Under the present circumstances, I must treat this seriously. I'm sure you understand.
Perfectly. Let's go. Must cost a small fortune maintaining this place.
What can I do? I have a weakness for children.
Meaning?
Meaning that I... Wait. Smell that?
Blood.
Arno! Arno! Arno!
Please.
What happened? Where's Arno? Speak.
Shh. Oh, the monster will come.
Monster? What monster?
Big, with teeth and...
And what?
This is pointless. Won't tell us anything in his condition.
Speak. What happened here?
I was so scared. So scared.
Of what? You can tell us. Take your time.
I woke up because of the bells. Then the screams. I pulled the quilt over my head so I wouldn't hear. But they were so loud. And something began pounding on the roof. Boom, boom, louder and louder. Then Uncle Arno came and said, "Sit quiet, real quiet. Shh, shh, and you'll be all right."
The whole son abandoned them, left them and ran away.
Who's this Arno?
The Guardian. He ran the orphanage with his wife, for a generous fee. I don't see them, can't hear or smell them either. They fled, left the children behind as bait.
Uncle Arno told us to be quiet as mice, and the monster wouldn't come, but it did. It came.
What happened then?
Bartes, Neve, Mora, and some others. They ran out. My sister Anna and me, we hid right here in the room. But Anna, she began to cry. I covered her mouth, whispered, shh, shh, shh. Held her long, till she stopped.
You mean to say you...
Drop it. Think I know enough.
As do I. Something killed my children. I'll stay with the boy. He shouldn't be left alone again. You track down this scum. Bring me its head and I'll help you with the unseen.
Boy's hurt. Wounds need dressing.
Not to worry. I'll see to it.
You sure? Got a lot of practice, just need a few minutes to...
Go.
Fine. See if I can't find a lead.
Excellent. Go on, get to work. Come, little one. I'll sing to you. Wolves asleep in midst the trees, bats all a-swaying in the breeze. But one soul lies anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of ghouls, hags, and wraiths.
Stomach wall cut open in 3 places. Damaged organs, arteries. Beast killed the children but didn't eat them. Something scare it off? Grab its attention. Nice tune. Smashed against the wall. Skull cracked. Died immediately. Head, shoulder, and neck wounds. Monster attacked from above. Jumped off the roof, I bet. Claw marks. Sharp hooked claws. Monster had an easy time climbing on the roof. Paw prints. Bipedal beast. Walks hunched over. Wounds are smooth-edged. Claws cut through cleanly. Young, thin bones offered little resistance. Sliced aorta. Fang marks alongside, but they're old, scarred over. Gunk. Is that venom? Narrows the list of suspects. Venom glands, long claws, a bloodsucker. Must be a Garcane, a pack leader, an alpha. For Garcane's killing's a pleasure. Kids just whet its appetite. Gone after the Guardians too. Garcane and wagon tracks merge. Wonder if the beast caught up. Roach.
Run, Roach. Come on, Roach.
Drove off the road. Horses must have gotten spooked.
Come on.
Garkane caught up. Trail ends here. Need to look around. Wounds are bad. At least it didn't suffer long. Shredded her, then licked up her blood. Every last drop. Garkane ate its fill here. Probably holed up nearby to digest. Aha.
Gonna hang your head from my saddle, bastard. Whoa there, Roach. Oriana? Release him. Now.
I thought it would take you longer.
It will. Still not done. Got one more thing to tend to. You. The orphanage. Your wine cellar, right? A larder for blood.
I never said I helped these children out of the kindness of my heart.
Go outside, little man, and lock the door behind you.
No, don't hurt her. Lady Oriana took care of us. She took us off the street, brought us sweets, sang to us. Leave her be.
You see, Witcher? The world's not black and white. It's shades of all kinds. I drank from the children, true, but never so much as to kill. And I gave them a great deal in return.
Expect me to thank you for taking such good care of the orphans?
You care so much for their well-being. Amusing. How do young witches fare? How many survive your trials?
Don't change the subject. Not about to let you.
Then get to the point.
Did what you asked. Children's slaughter's the work of a Garcane. One of those summoned by Dettlaff. Probably supposed to attack the city. Children's scent lured it here.
Yes, it carries quite a way. Its sweetness teases the nose, gets the mouth watering.
Unseen Elder. Where'll I find him? Talk.
His lair lies west of the city, across the lake. Look for a cave near the shoreline, and this stone will open a hidden door.
Not gonna take me there?
I visit the Elder only when I absolutely must. You'll know why once you meet him.
I'll come back for you one day. You realize that, right?
Then I shall keep an eye out for you.
Time to summon Regis. Slip a word to the birds, he said. So, I'll be at the boat landing near the palace, waiting for Regis there. Mind telling him?
You've met with Oriana. How did it go?
Not well.
Oh. Did she not divulge where you might find the unseen?
No, she did. Also divulged her hunger for the blood of small children.
Well, I admit I'd heard rumors, but preferred to lend them no credence.
Rather not talk about it. Caves west of town, other side of the lake. That's where we need to go.
I see. Well, I'm prepared to set out at any time, but...
Yeah, I know. You'd still prefer to free Sienna, for Dettlaff's sake.
For the sake of you both.
Oh, please. Orphanage, what happened there? His fault, plain and simple. City gutters are overflowing with blood. That's his doing too. And you're worried somebody might have hurt his feelings?
To meet the unseen elder is to face mortal danger. I've said so all along and never in jest. You are a friend, a dear friend. I'd rather you not risk your neck unnecessarily. I think it's natural, I think it's obvious. Obviously natural. Especially when we've an alternative, an entirely reasonable one.
I'm a witcher, Regis. I don't cut deals with monsters. I cut monsters down. And I don't give a damn about the risks.
Well, I understand. I'll not mention it again.
Thanks. Time we were on our way. Listen, I need to sail there. Coming with? Or would you rather float over as a puff of fog?
I'd not be able to talk as a puff. And as you know, talking is something I'd very much like to do.
Mm-hmm. At length and in detail. Let's go. Know much about this unseen elder?
Only that he takes unkindly to guests, especially the unannounced.
Oh, Joy. Got a plan? Some idea how to appease him?
The custom when meeting an unseen elder is to bestow upon him a stone symbolizing peace. Yet this type of stone occurs only in Harkland.
Take it you're fresh out.
Alas, just so. Thus, I fear we must rely on my personal charm.
Where'd the Unseen's hatred of social calls come from? Folk forget to wipe their boots, get sick of sweeping up all the time?
It's somewhat more complex.
Tell me slowly. Don't use complicated words and I might just understand.
I don't doubt your intelligence, but, well, it's just hard to explain to a human. This world is a foreign land to us. Unpleasant, hostile even. The Elder does what he can to isolate, to protect himself. We, as all guests, hinder him in this endeavor. I'll fly ahead, reconnoitre a bit. Might I suggest you use Oriana's key? Geralt, I adore our conversations, I do. But this is simply not the right time. It worked, and a good thing too. I'd be hard-pressed to see through this gate.
What's inside? Know what to expect?
Vampires?
Funny.
Let's find the unseen one first, then we'll talk.
Whoa, got company.
We must be close.
How can you tell?
Listen.
Don't hear a thing. Not one rat, one bat. Dead quiet.
As I said, he despises guests.
Sporenni veres nats atranles. Avile cleva regis etu.
Not one step further.
Yes, you have walked your last.
Healing potion. Gotta drink one. Damn it. Lost some gear. Need to find it. That was close.
Elder will kill me even if I get out of here, unless I think of something quick. This place. No way I can climb up there, unless I could give myself a boost. Someone was here before me. Footprints, deep set, a man's. Wonder what happened to him. A waterfall flowing upwards? What's going on here? Megascope. Damaged. Megascope. Damaged. Is that stream flowing upwards? Strange. Barely worth a look. Upside down. Gravity's flipped, getting pulled up instead of down. Reversed. Tip will fly upwards if it breaks off. He's gonna collapse the base. That should do the trick. What's going on here? unseen. Damn, use something like that. Must be the offering for the unseen. Maybe if I give this to the unseen elder, he won't kill me. Stay away. Just need the elder to discover his talkative side.
Etzelthi, Laut Niama.
You live.
Barely. You're not attacking. That mean you'll hear me out?
Perhaps. Speak.
What? What's with Regis?
Nothing. He sleeps.
Will you wake him?
Perhaps not. You were to speak, not question. Speak or die.
Cave I came out of? What was that place?
Questions. More questions. You waste my time.
No, wait!
Worked. Now just need the Elder to discover his talkative side.
Etzelthi. Laut Niama. Barely. You're not attacking.
Speak.
Cave I came out of? Or was that place?
There lies the gate between this world and ours. It is closed, but it shall open once more. In 100 years. 200. 3. Soon. Now speak. Don't ask, or I will kill you.
Hear about Dettlaff.
I know who he is. What of him?
He's sicked a swarm of lesser vampires on the city. I have to stop him.
But I do not.
Innocents are dying.
Humans, elves, dwarves die each day. By the hundreds, as do cattle, swine, rats.
You see no difference? Refuse to believe it.
Swine, do not disturb me. I ask for the last time. Why should I care about Dettlaff? Why should I help you?
Help me, and I'll return the favor.
You help me? How?
Depends on you. I'm not just some human.
You are no one. You waste my time.
No, wait!
Worked. Now just need the Elder to discover his talkative side.
Etzel. Barely. You're not...
Speak.
Hear about Dettlaff. He's...
I know who he is. What of him?
He's sicked a swarm of lesser vampires on the city. I have to stop him.
But I do not.
Sooner or later, Detloff will bring trouble. Serious trouble.
How?
As Kagmar brought trouble before. Folk will take him down, eventually. Might need a year, or two, or a decade, but they'll find a way. And then they'll go after other vampires. And eventually, they'll find you.
And I should fear
death? No. But that'll be the end of your peace, your quiet. Knights errant, mages, they'll come here day in, day out. One already managed to teleport here. Others will follow, you can be sure. You'll kill them, of course, so they'll flood these caves, or bring in sappers from Mahakam and collapse them.
No. This place must be secure. The gate. What is your plan?
Detloff, we have to convince him to spare the city.
Will he?
Probably not. Yet we must try nonetheless.
If there is a fight, if you help kill him,
I will be anathema. This I know. And still, I ask you to summon Detlaff.
where?
Teshem Mudna.
Go. Once I sense you there, I will summon Detlaff.
I thank you.
Leave me.
Oh, that went better than I expected it would.
All your unseen that... welcoming.
No, they vary. Some are conceited, others imperious, but most can be reasoned with. But him... It was clear each word was a great effort. Interacting with others, it seems, it causes him physical pain.
Never entered my mind that the conjunction of the spheres was also a cataclysm for you, for...
Monsters? No euphemism required, you needn't seek one. I dare say it was worse for us. You arrived by the thousands, we were but a handful. Not much choice. Assimilate with you, or shut ourselves off from the world, like him.
Cave I was tossed into. That where the gate between worlds is?
In a sense, yes. Just slammed shut, sealed tight.
Think it'll ever open again? Think you'll be able to go home?
I sincerely doubt it. And I think, in truth, the Elder knows that as well.
So why would he stay down there? What's the real reason?
To stay with the gate analogy, no door is ever completely impermeable. Smells come through, for instance. When the wind rises, some dust might be blown through the cracks. A palpable trace of things on the other side. It's not much, but it is something.
And you? How do you feel now, where you are?
Geralt, imagine the least comfortable situation you could ever find yourself in. What would it be?
I don't mean a moment of pain with death knocking at your door. Just a circumstance of great unease.
All right. In that case, a court banquet. Gotta show up in hose and a tight doublet. Gotta smile at everyone and engage in vacuous conversation, while Dandelion sings a ballad about me and Yennefer for all to hear.
Very well. Now imagine you're stuck there. Not for an hour, not for an evening, but for all time. And should you fall out of character for but a moment, should you so much as scratch yourself where the stitching chafes, all around you will scream, "Monster! Monster!" and they'll turn on you and tear you to shreds.
Sounds tiring. Damn tiring.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Think that went better than... You kidding? I'd have been dead on the spot if not for my slowed metabolism.
And yet you survived, though you are risking your life. The question is, why? This contract, it goes well beyond what witches customarily handle. I cannot abandon the matter, for Dettlaff and I are bound by blood, but you could simply walk away.
So why, my friend? Why stay and risk your hide?
For you. You're in a heap of trouble, Regis. Trouble Dettlaff brought on. Seen you die once already. That one time was enough.
I'm not certain I know what to say. I am grateful, Geralt.
Time to summon Dettlaff.
Yes, high time. Do you wish to go to Teshem Mutna right away?
Let's go. Want to get this over with. Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of Dun Time.
Shame the reason why we came here.
Yes, quite the shame.
You angry with me? For not freeing Siana? For not trying to resolve this peacefully?
A bit. Though, perhaps I was fooling myself. Latching on to the notion because I badly wished to believe there was some way to fix everything. However, matters have simply gone too far. I must come to terms with that.
Regis, let the Unseen Elder know we've arrived. Have him summon Dettlaff.
Hinthial Jesu Themias.
couldn't manage to find me, so you forced a meeting. Why?
You know why.
I've tired of guessing your human thoughts. So articulate them or leave me be.
I understand your anger, but you need to stop the attacks in the city, immediately.
My conditions are clear. I wish to see Relo... I wish to see Siana. Yet she is not here.
You know why. The Duchess would not release her.
So the Duchess must face the consequences.
Dettlaff, please. All this for one woman.
You understand nothing. Let us be done with this.
I am disappointed! You murdered innocents. Don't owe you a damn thing.
Start praying!
You shall have brought up. I am disappointed.
You murdered innocents. Damn thing.
You should have brought her with. I am disappointed.
You murdered innocents. Don't owe you a damn thing.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Rather not bicker about taste. Don't like to. It's neither interesting nor productive.
This particular Witcher has an inborn intolerance for formal occasions. Yet he's to attend just such an event shortly. I expect that's the source of his prickliness. So try not to take things personally, Master Taylor. Rather pity him. For in truth, stage fright overwhelms him. He trembles at the thought that he has no notion how to behave in the presence of Her Grace's Majesty.
As well he should. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience?
Count on it.
Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the fire after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Syanna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a fifth victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Syanna's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Dettlaff. Perhaps we missed something.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their... Of course, the same holds true.
The letters. What's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke.
He admitted he'd handed Dettlaff the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful. Need to ask you.
Yet again?
Guess they could use it.
Then I shall...
Clean boot.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young. got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These
What? Come now. Each was different. Some... Oh!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Remember what they looked like?
Of course. I've a mind like a steel trap, as I said. They were ragged, and...
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. But you must focus now and tell us all you know.
Well, at the shelter...
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just
Thanks, kid. We must visit the shelter. Look around. Inside.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? You!
To talk.
Hear that, gentlemen. Come. Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out.
Scram! Decent.
The shelter.
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the...
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young...
Decent folk you mention.
Why?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois?
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this up.
Come on! Yeah!
What did they want?
They are neighbors. I do...
What is this place?
You could call it that.
You help them, why?
Because they need help.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned
The boot black. If I...
Any of your, wards supposed to...
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But you can question them yourself.
Sure all your usual...
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find it easy.
Thanks. We'll wait.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve this soup. These 2 gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention.
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the boot black.
Does anyone know what the gentlemen mean?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention...
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered.
I got one too. Gave it to the boot...
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days.
It's a matter of importance to the Duchy.
But I was to deliver it personally.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us.
All right, take it. I didn't want...
Damn it.
What is it?
See for yourself.
Well, well. This time you will see to our Duquesne.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear...
Yet first you must snap her neck.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim.
Indeed. The logical
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous... Obscured the victim's links to Siana, even as she had those she just...
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would... She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions.
Why would Siana murder her own sister?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive.
Think it's a good idea?
Talk to you? Would it harm? Some philosophers think empirical examination that... I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana...
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had... One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of... Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Detloff.
Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence.
In the mood for fireworks and action?
My, oh my handsome, banishing the beast. Lepiotus wheezing lungs. Maria.
Ooh.
Halt!
Need to see Siana.
In the matter of?
Need to interrogate her. New facts have come to light. Need them explained. Seems...
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved...
Promised to be...
As long as it's truly but a moment.
Hey, Sienna. Sorry to intrude, but I gotta...
I've nothing to say to you. You're the one who
Sure, but you are here. So what's the harm in...
What do you want?
This cell. Downright cozy. Second time you've been incarcerated.
I wouldn't say that. I get no privacy here. But it is...
They do say cleaning can...
It isn't. It's a horrible, thankless task. But I'm not one to leave anything undone. For instance, before I left Nazaire, I knew I'd never return. But I despise leaving.
Dogged determination.
I was praised for it as a little girl.
Went to a place where Beauclair's beggars congregate. Found proof that you... Anna Henrietta. She was Dettlaff's ultimate target.
Bravo, Witcher. I congratulate you on your deductive reasoning skills.
Wrong. Has everything to do with me.
You were hired to kill the beast. Said beast is dead. So go collect your metal and leave me alone. Why must you meddle in everything?
Just like to know what's going on around me. Can't stand
Have you come to ask me what drives me?
Actually came hoping to learn something. It's clear you were up.
It's certainly what they claimed. Knights.
They were following orders.
So they were. Though they did so eagerly. Especially when I tried to flee. Peyrin found ample opportunity to take his frustrations out on me. While Dulac and Delacroix...
Explains a bit. A lot. You had a right...
I didn't expect you to understand. I need no sympathy. If I could turn back time, I'd not decide otherwise at any juncture. They...
Enough. Your visits... Commander de la Tour would like to see you.
Let's go. Damien.
Geralt, it's a...
Got some important information.
You are certain?
Completely.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's... I thank you, Witcher. Very well. In the guilds, yes.
I shall just...
Thank your grace.
For now, we shall award...
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair.
I thank
Step
you
forward.
immensely, Geralt.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels. The gustatory experience of a life.
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace.
It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use...
This cannot...
I have proof.
I do not believe... In a moment I shall speak. You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particular...
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my...
If my presence will help in any manner.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders, which The Witcher will take part...
I'm not a prisoner. Free to...
You have committed crimes. Nor does it let me... Thus, I have asked Geralt to advise me.
Your Grace, as head of state, you should look first and foremost... Sienna's actions, what drove them, be damned.
You are correct. Sienna, you shall be tried and... As Duchess, I shall have to judge...
Need some flowers. A wreath, or...
I've none. Sold everything. Should come as no shock, sir. Had the funeral. Folk took it all. Men, women, But she liked common roses best. I know. Her ladies-in-waiting would come here. I've still not come to terms with it. To be...
How? Quickly.
I know you. You're that Witcher from the north.
Mm-hmm.
Wait here.
Thought you were out of flower.
I put a bouquet aside. I was to take it to her.
How much do I owe you?
Not a copper. Keep your coin and raise a toast in her...
Do just that.
Yes, a fist.
Snow White, you with the exquisite hair.
Without touches Anna Henrietta are
Welcome.
Duchess, no duchy at all.
Excuse me. Snow White!
Name's Geralt.
That hair! The scar!
Something you act...
I admire...
If you...
And he...
Porch...
Indeed... Paul...
No chance.
Oh. Whoa!
This is folklore, and everything's peachy.
Witcher, I was certain you'd depart.
Couldn't.
Wondrous. Beautiful. Good.
Not the time to give in to weakness. You're the commander of her guard. Ought to set an example for others.
You are right, Geralt. There will be a time to grieve.
Come to pay my respects. Bid the Duchess...
White roses. They were her favorite. Go inside, then. She...
What? Who decided?
The Regent's Council. A pack of old men who've statutes and codices for hearts. Ducal blood flowed in Syanna's veins, and she was...
I regret it ended this way. That I failed to prevent it.
Stylish crypt, quite subdued.
Moments like this, I never know if you're joking.
Serious, Geralt, serious. It's remarkably peaceful, subtly charming. I've come to take you from this place, my friend. Dare say you deserve a speck of respite after the mad work.
All those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Can't help thinking I could have done more. Now Toussaint's left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair.
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of their recent ruler's trait.
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Donna Henrietta.
I did. And I do truly rue her back.
Me too.
Then let us drink.
Always seemed to me you were a very complicated creature by nature. Not one to resort to such
There exist worries for which they're quite simply.
Whatever you say about Syanna,
That she was. I do admit it. Though, in her case, it would have been better if she had been a tad more...
True.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique...
Fascinating. All I can say is this
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some...
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh...
Ah, not a problem.
Thanks. Right then.
This moonlight makes me, oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins? Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all.
Regis!
Damn it, where'd you go?
Those Bruxae, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it. They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule. An unwritten one. And just as... That is why I must leave Toussaint.
Yeah,
Let us make for my camp. Supreme bouquet.
not much of a
Then it is high time you start.
That...
A trifle. That will nonetheless... Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize?
Don't really know yet. Might find the life of a hard-working Or maybe I'll just stick to the path. Go on roaming, staring up at the stars.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken.
How could it not?
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do...
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, Sellers...
Appearances, Geralt.
Killed him. What about you? Any...
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view.
So we shall...
That we do. Actually, I'd love to go home.
Fucking hell.
Don't you tread on me!
Oh!
Faster.
Oh! Hey there, damn! How much for your wood?
A lot.
Now that's lovely!
Hey, yeah.
Bill Ants Matilda. Impressive! What a story!
Greetings, sir.
Whoa.
Oh,
Great.
Prime. You...
Geralt.
Dandelion?
I'm not here. Brought you a help.
You shouldn't have. Really, not everyone likes seeing...
Come on, don't be dramatic. This is the guest room. If you ask me, but now for some serious business. If anyone asks...
Dandelion. Dandelion.
Got...
Dandelion. What? Come on. Sadly, I couldn't stop Sienna. She killed her own sister. Just one small...
Is that so? Gods. What a terrible, terrible loss. Should have ridden down here with you. Might have done something together to avert this.
How are you, old...
Not well, unfortunately. She was...
What are you...
Still...
Sorry. See you later, Den.
See...